I was 7 when I first found the old wooden bridge at the edge of town. It stretched across the slow, murky river like a half-forgotten thought, its planks creaking under my feet. My parents had warned me not to cross it. It was too old, too dangerous. But it wasn't the bridge that caught my attention. It was the boy sitting in the middle, legs dangling over the water, tossing stones into the current. His name was Lucas. "Don't tell my mom," he whispered when I stepped onto the first board. His smile was crooked, and his hair stuck out like he'd wrestled with the wind and lost. I didn't tell. Instead, I sat down beside him, and together we watched the water swallow the pebbles one by one. That was the start. Every summer, the bridge became our secret place. We talked about everything there: how he wanted to fly planes one day, how I wanted to write stories that mattered. We made up games, carved our initials into the wood, and shared popsicles stolen from my freezer. As we grew, life stretched us in different directions. High school brought new friends, busy schedules, and the heavy awareness of futures looming. But the bridge always pulled us back. When my parents divorced, I found Lucas waiting there with a flashlight and 2 cans of root beer. He didn't say much. He didn't need to. His silence was steady, like the wooden planks beneath us. When Lucas failed his driving test, twice, I was there to laugh until he did too. Our friendship was like that bridge, worn in places, weathered by time, but always holding strong. By senior year, we both knew we were standing at the edge of change. Lucas had enlisted in the Air Force. I had been accepted to a university 3 states away. On our last night before leaving, we met again at the bridge. The summer air was thick with crickets and the faint smell of river moss. Lucas carried a duffel bag at his side, and I clutched a notebook I hadn't opened all evening. "You'll write to me, right?" he asked, trying to sound casual but failing. My throat felt tight. "Only if you promise not to ignore them." He smirked, then grew serious. "You're my best friend, Em. That doesn't change, no matter where we go." I reached out, squeezing his hand. The boards creaked under us but held. Years passed. Letters turned into emails, emails into short calls between different time zones. Sometimes months slipped by, but whenever Lucas came home, we always found our way back to the bridge. When I finally published my first book, he was the first person I told, his laughter echoing through the phone like sunlight breaking through clouds. When he returned from deployment, shaken and quieter than before, I sat with him on the bridge in silence until he finally spoke. Time kept moving, but the bridge stayed the same, weathered, stubborn, still standing. And so did our friendship. One day, years later, when I walked across that old bridge with my daughter tugging at my hand, I found Lucas already there, older now, his hair touched with gray. His smile was still crooked, though. I smiled back, my heart settling into a familiar rhythm. Some things, like the bridge and true friendship, were built to last.